Hey, happy Hump Day inspiration to you. Stephen Blount here of the Rembert Blount Property Group, and I hope you're having a great day thus far. I know I myself, y'all, it's been a day. Nevertheless, I did start my day out pretty good, y'all. Got up, got my Peloton in, got my yoga in, and then after yoga, got a workout in, and I've been working ever since, y'all, and it's been crazy. It's been crazy getting everything together before I go and pick up Deja Mama from school. Leaving tomorrow night, going to get her, take care of business, and see my baby girl and bring her back home. So nevertheless, a lot to do. Make sure that I got it all taken care of. Our inspirational quote comes from Mr. Lou Holtz himself. And it goes like this: ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it. Ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it. Thank you, Mr. Lou Holtz, for that inspirational quote. And our inspirational message today is just about that ability. You know, when we talk about ability, there's many ways to take that, right? Ability is you doing something, you're able to do something. Of course, and there's of course the disabilities that you're not able to do something. However, then as the quote stated, right? You got to be motivated to do some things, right? And that's what you do. However, it doesn't matter if it's an ability or a disability or the motivation or unmotivation. The big thing about it, it's your attitude, right? And it's so important. You know, being a father and, of course, being a husband, you know, and just with anyone in general, when I speak to my kids and, you know, and of course, you know, like if they're doing good or bad or whatever it might be, you know, when I speak to them, well, I want a response back, and their attitude on how they respond to me, and then the attitude on what they need to do if I'm giving them some direction means a lot. And, you know, at one point of time, I let some things slide, but then I had to correct. You know, and I'm just saying with like my son, you know, him and I will bump heads from time to time, and sometimes his non-verbal communication to me by the attitude on which he will have to do something, it can really drive me up the wall, right? It can really get me going. So I had to pull him aside and let him understand, you know, the difference of doing something just to do it because I told you to, and the attitude on how you do it and for it to be done correctly. So it can go many different ways, but I'm just saying maybe I'm the only one. However, and I get it, right? I was a kid while I'm still, you know, child of God, and of course, you know, I have my mom, but it's the attitude on which we do things, right? And so, and that can be taken again many different ways. When you're working for an employer, right, you're not necessarily working for, as they like to say, the man, right? But you're working for the Lord. That's the attitude which you should be doing. So it's not to, you know, let's say it's McDonald's, right? To make Ronald McDonald a lot of money, right? But it's a job that you have to do, that you're getting paid for, but you're doing it onto the Lord, because the Lord has blessed you with that position. So just a different perspective. All right, kind of sometimes get long-winded and get into that, but let's dive right into the scripture. And our scripture comes from 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 3. It goes like this: but the Lord is faithful. He will establish you and guard you against the evil one. But the Lord is faithful. He will establish you and guard you against the evil one. 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 3. And there you have it. Hump Day inspiration across the nation. I am your man, Stephen Blount of the Rembert Blount Property Group. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. And be sure to check out the Hump Day Inspiration podcast, which you'll find right below at the link below, and which is episode number 3 with Yoga Kim, telling you about some good things she's doing. Kim's Cancer Crushers. You got to tune in to find out more about it. Thank you all for all you do. Stephen Blount, signing out. We'll see you around the way. Take care now.